Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Chop Shop Weekly. Welcome in, Jason Day, and I'm your host, Brad Dove.
Hey, Brad. How are you?
How are you, Jason?
Good, thanks.
How was your week?
Good. Busy. Not as busy as it normally would. We had a slow week of racing, just the trucks race this week, but yeah, busy week at work, doing lots of things. But it was a good week all in all. Really hot up here right now, so I've been dealing with some warm weather, but ready to get another full week of racing action in here. I'm missing racing, and I'm ready to go.
Yeah, it was pretty shallow on the racing side. I did a lot of officials at the Glen, and I did some of the truck races. I finished second and third in them, and had pretty good runs. Beat Striker a couple times. Enjoyed that.
Nice. That sounds like a fun. I won a modified race last night in a league race that I run once in a while on Sunday, so that was kind of fun. I haven't run modifies in a long time, so it was good to get a win.
Nice. Let's go ahead and wish everyone a belated Happy Father's Day, and let's go ahead and talk about Truck Series.
Yeah, Truck Series off to the military base, Coronado. A new track. We had a week to prepare, or all of us did, except for me. I bought the track the day of the race. Bollinger can't share something right now. We went to the military base. Lots of road course, street course. Nate Bigger, probably the favorite there. Austin Johnson, another favorite, came in to win. He wanted to win really badly. Looked like it was going to be his race. It was Johnson dominated majority of the race. Led a lot of laps. Some pit strategy came in late. Nate was able to save fuel. Some really, really, really good runs by a lot of good guys. Colby Hartung with the top 5. Joseph Causey, Strickland with the top 5 as well. You, Brad Dove, top 10. Really good run for you. You were looking like you might have been a top 5 truck most of the race until you had a little mishap in the pits. But it was a good race all in all. I thought I was really impressed with the track and how it raced. So Austin Johnson took off to a quick lead there and led pretty well. Led the whole race up until he had to pit with I don't know how many laps there was to go when he had to pit, but Nate was able to save fuel from the stage and have enough fuel to go all the way to the end, and he didn't need to pit, and that was the difference. Johnson was still able to pit and come back around to finish second. He was able to pass everybody and finished 16 seconds behind Nathan. So he had a little bit of had some time to make up, and I think another 15, 20 laps he might have been able to get there. He was definitely faster, and Nate knew it, but Nate does Nate things and was able to come off with another win.
Yeah, that was a pretty fun track. Like we were talking before, I was telling y'all we get air off that very first bump after turn 1. It was fun. 1 and 2 were kind of tricky depending on if you had guys battling next to you, and then the Red Bull section. Got a couple of guys. Got Fred Chase, I think, once, and then coming down over the bump, actually got Fred Chase, which got him actually the Dove Bomb Award. He got there and turned into another guy. I think I'd forget who it was.
I was I think it was Retchen. I think.
Yeah, it was Mark.
Yeah, it was Mark Retchen. Got into him. So Fred got in there. He his race was over pretty early, and so Mark actually, I think he survived some, but he was out as well pretty early. Yeah, he finished back.
Oh crap! He got into Mark Retchen and ended Mark's day, I believe, right?
Yeah, Mark was able to run for a little bit longer, and then I think Mark ended up going off track himself and ended his own day later on in the race. And there was a couple. I ended up having a pretty good run that race as well. I was up in the top 5 for a while. After the stage, I actually had enough fuel to go all the way to the end. I was like, okay, I can sit here. I might be able to finish 5th, 6th. And then I looked down at my fuel gauge, and I forget what it was, one of the long sweeping corners, probably halfway through the track. I don't know what number it is. And I looked down at my fuel gauge, and I just misjudged the corner, and I hit the outside wall and meatballed my truck, and I had to tow to the pits, use my fast repair and come back out. But I still managed to get a top 10 out of it, finished 10th spot. So all in all, pretty good day. Disappointing season though for me. 2 top 10s this season, which is not great for me, but both top 10s were at road courses, so a little bit of rarity for me to be my only 2 top 10s at road courses this season.
Yeah, your stage finish, we had Austin Johnson winning it, Joseph Conti in second, Nathan Bigger third, fourth was Michael Schick and Colby Hartung, fifth. Myself in sixth, seventh was Tyler Dalton, Jason Day in eighth, Eric Schaefer in ninth, and Brandon Banks in 10th. 11th was Mark Wrench and Clint Hackett in 12th.
Yeah, and speaking of Clint Hackett was was able to Clint Hackett was able to jump up into the chase for the championship here. Doug, what's his name? Doug Stegmon didn't make the race. Clint had a decent enough run to gain enough points to jump up into that top 16. So congrats to Clint on making the chase. And this is first race is tomorrow night of the chase for the championship, and we're going to be heading off to Michigan, and it should be interesting. Lots of grooves. It'll be a lot of guys taking big charges on the restarts. There'll be 4 or 5 wide, I would think, and it's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting.
So that was good on Nate. Fuel strategy call, run on the race, and like I said, Nate doing Nate things where he uses his racecraft and racing IQ to win another race when he wasn't the fastest truck on the track, which normally he is. But Austin Johnson was absolutely the class of the field. He dominated, and Nate had nothing for him.
Yeah. I believe we got his racing card too as well. Let's go ahead and show that. Nathan Biggert, congratulations on the win at a very fun track, different. 250 year anniversary for the Navy, and America in general. Pretty big win for him. We want to talk about the point standings.
Yeah, absolutely. It's we're starting into the chase, and Nathan Bigart's got a bit of a lead, got a 25-point lead heading in here, and Colby Hartung and Tyler Dalton is right there behind him, along with Austin Johnson. So I think right now it's to me it's Nate's championship to lose. I think he can stay consistent and win this and not have any trouble. I think he can win this championship, but he's got some hard battles to do. I think Tyler Dalton has been racing really, really well lately. He's a guy that could pull this championship off, I think. Brandon Banks, you never know, could come up with something towards the end here, but I think it's going to be between Nate and Tyler, in my opinion, over these next few races.
I can see Brandon Banks getting really sneaky. He's only 50 points back. It's doable. Nate has a bad week, doesn't show up.
Yep.
It's very capable of happening. Strikers within striking distance as well.
Absolutely.
I think that's as far back as we
and
really
we can't
go.
count out 2-time champion Colby Hartung either. I mean, he's right there in second place, and he seems to be able to get it done in these trucks. But I just feel like I don't know. I feel like Nate's been racing really well lately. He's not just winning. He's not just winning right now with pure speed. He's winning with strategy and pulling stuff off. And I think this is Nate's championship to lose.
Yeah, I think it definitely is. Austin Johnson's going to give him a heck of a run. I definitely know that. Jerry is not on here, but he ran good at the track, the road course.
He did.
He's been hard charger quite a bit. We've actually got him on today. We're going to bring him up and talk to him about his hard chargers and stuff.
Are you sleeping, Jerry?
No, sir.
Welcome in, Jerry.
Welcome to the show, Jerry.
Thank you. Sorry, I was texting someone.
That's
You're
okay.
good.
Just texting your agent too, getting a better show to be on, or what?
No, sir. Someone was talking about maybe paying me to go smoke some meat for them for lunch at work.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Well, it's really cool.
He's a hell of a cook. He's
He is, and he's
cook.
always posting stuff. It makes me super hungry when I see this stuff. So yeah, Jerry, you've been running really well this last couple months, I think, and you've been pulling off the hard chargers. You've been starting at the back, whether it's on purpose or most of the time it's on purpose. You kind of just like to start in the pits or start at the back because you want to stay out of trouble. I think that's part of your strategy a lot of times. But you've been getting better, a lot better on the long run. You seem to always not take that first set of tires like everybody else does, and you kind of wait it out so you have that spare at the end. Like, is that part of your strategy every week, or is that just something you've kind of adopted lately and trying to get some better finishes, or just going for that hard charger every week?
So if it's an official, I like to qualify and get up front and be where I need to be. In this league, I do not do that. You qualify, you do good, you're up front with all these other fast guys, and everyone's just pulling teeth to get past everybody. And I've learned to start from the back and make my way through the field, not running as hard as all them, because I know within 10 laps, they're pushing their tires. They're drastically going to be slower than everybody. So I like to kind of just cruise on by.
Yeah, I mean, I like that strategy, and I mean, you're a pretty laid back guy. You don't seem to get too excited. Once in a while, I see you get a little lamped up with the guys on the track, but most of the time you're pretty laid back. You're easy going, so I think that works to your mentality of how you sit back and you just kind of let the race play out in your favor, and hopefully that you're there at the end. It's always always good to see you being a hard charger. One of these days I'm gonna have to start at the back and see so I can beat you one week with this hard charger thing.
Listen, I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to stop qualifying. That way I can beat him.
I mean, I tried qualifying in the trucks. I hit the wall twice trying to lay down a burner. I mean,
Yeah, it was a difficult track. It wasn't an easy one either.
well, I was very scared going into that track because my friend Brad actually helped me get the track. But with my back pain, pushing the brake as much as, road courses you do, I was kind of intimidated and didn't really want to get it. But then I ended up getting it, getting into practice and running some laps. And I was like, this actually isn't that bad of a track. Like, it was actually
Yeah,
kind of
it's a really fun track. I was really impressed with it. I liked the layout a lot. I thought it flowed really well. The technical parts were technical, but at the same time, it wasn't impossible to learn it fairly quickly and be, I mean, not Nate or Austin Johnson speed, but you're able to be competitive, in a short period of time with this track and not something you really had to. And the visuals were flat, which was nice. There wasn't any grade changes, which makes it hard on some road courses where you're going up over a hill and you can't see something where everything here is the flat grade. So it makes it visually easier to learn, I think.
The only part I struggled with the whole track was when you took that rolling slow right after the Red Bull, and then you
Right.
turn that right after there where you zigzag, that landmass was a little uneven, and it felt like I was just going to loop it every time right there.
It definitely was.
So I always just shift up early there, so I have the speed, but not as much torque to bring it around.
So Jerry,
Yes, sir.
so you've been running with Chop Shop for quite some time.
Yes, sir.
What makes you enjoy Chop Shop as much as you do?
I just got a big band of brothers in there, basically, man. I mean, we're all good friends. I don't have a lot of family, so it's kind of like a family to me.
I agree with you on that one.
You got any goals closing out the season in trucks and also throughout the rest of the season in the Cup and the Xfinity or O'Reilly?
I just show up and race, man. The reason I'm not in any playoffs in any of anything is because my kids have been coming first lately, so and having to go to some like concerts for violin and stuff and birthdays. So
A family comes first.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Sure does. Well, we appreciate you coming on, and we hope you enjoyed coming on, and we look forward to having you come on again. And
Well, before you go, Jerry, well, I'll ask you one more thing. So we got Texas tomorrow, Truck Series. We've always asked everybody what their picks are, but who do you pick tomorrow in the Truck Series race at Michigan? Sorry, Michigan.
Michigan?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, Austin, Nate, and Dalton, they're all getting too comfortable running each other the way they are, and they keep wrecking each other out, so it's hard to vote for any of them till they start cleaning that up, which I enjoy because that just helps me even better down the road. But I don't know, man. I think maybe Cam. I like to see Cam get a win. Like Cam, he's a good guy. Another guy is Striker. Striker's good at these kind of tracks where he acts like he doesn't know what he's doing, and then he goes and qualifies on the top of the list.
Yeah, every week sandbagging, lies to us every week.
And then goes out and whoops them. That'd be cool. I want to start seeing some of these back marker guys like get up there more, like Clint Hackett and
this Jason Day guy in this Truck Series. I'm a back marker in this Truck Series.
You're up front a lot. Racing, you just have bad luck.
You're just in the wrong place at the wrong time every time.
I need to get that one win, and then I'm going to dedicate it to Jerry. That's what I'm going to do.
You just need to start in the back, man.
I guess
this
so.
is a good track for it because there's going to be a mess coming out of 2.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
you got anything on the smoker today?
No, I have to go get some pellets, but when I do, I got a bunch of chicken breasts, pork shoulders, and
nice.
I'm going to try doing a cold smoke and do my own bacon.
I'm only half a day away from one of these sometimes, so I'm going to have to drive down one of these days and you can smoke some stuff and we'll have a meal.
Yeah, definitely. Remember, right. I can always load that thing up in the truck, take it to an Airbnb at the ocean.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good. I'm up for it. I appreciate you being on the show, Jerry. It was good to talk to you, and we look forward to you being multiple hard charger for the rest of all these seasons.
Yeah, keep it up, Jerry. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that was Jerry Culver, driver number 13 in all of our series, and Jerry's a great guy, good cook, always fun to have in the chat, makes you laugh, always has something to say, whether he's insulting you or somebody else or just wanting a way to make everybody laugh. Oh, wait, Jerry's back. Make everybody laugh. Jerry's the guy to have in the league. He's one of the admins. I think he's actually going to do some broadcasting for us coming up. He's going to try to do some stuff eventually, and he's looking into doing some of that. So looking forward to all the future endeavors that Jerry has with Chop Shop.
I think there's a couple of guys that we get to look forward to broadcasting the 87s, actually. Jerry, Stryker, and I
John.
think John Hammond and Church. So that's going to be very fun to have and hear a different voice up there.
I totally agree, and I'm super looking forward to that series. The 87s are going to be a lot of fun. Hoping we get some more new guys in the Shop League to come in to run this. So if it's just the regulars, I'm good with it too. Just looking forward to running these older cars that I'm a huge fan of. I grew up watching them, and I love the way they drive. Just need to practice some more right now, and I'm looking forward to it all.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely a throwback in them cars. Like, we're doing original paint schemes of the year. I believe it's between 87.
1980 and 89 or 87 or something like that.
Yeah, so it's going to be pretty cool, and someone's going to be able to click on watch the race and see the old cars going around there. That series is starting
July 9th.
July 9th at Daytona.
Thursday night Daytona. We're following the actual 87 schedule, other than the Riverside track, I think, is the only one that we don't have in iRacing. So we're trying to follow the original schedule, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be broadcasted on Chop TV with our new Chop Shop broadcasting media crew, and we're looking forward to that. That's a future endeavor that I think Chop Shop's going to take on, and for other series eventually maybe, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. It's going to be fun and exciting. Maybe we'll get you up in the booth for an Xfinity race maybe one of these days.
Maybe. Well, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing it one of these days. So let's move on to our O'Reilly series. It's we're one race into the playoffs now.
It will be I believe we're one race to the cutoff race.
One race to the cutoff.
Let me double check that. So yeah, this is actually a cutoff race. Las Vegas will be a cutoff race. You're looking at the cutoff to the round of 6, I believe. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And we're
at Vegas.
We've got Wertman. Wertman's close. Wertman has a shot. Nobody else really does unless they have a perfect race. Winker is 40, 45.
Winker's going to have a perfect night, stage win, and have bad luck out of Dudley.
Out of Dudley, exactly. Dudley's gonna have to basically not show up, and Winker's gonna have to win the stage, qualify in the pole, win the stage, fastest lap, lead a lap, and win the race, and lead the most laps, and have a clean run and clean race car. So it's gonna be it's gonna be tough for Winker, and then Brian Wertman has a chance of getting in there. He's only 9 points out, so he has a better chance than Winker does right now. And Wertman's been running really well lately, so we get some long runs. I think he has a really good shot at it.
Yep, there's your point standings for that. So that's up to date for everybody looking to look at the standings for that series.
And they're at Las Vegas, correct?
Yes, Las Vegas. Yeah. We picked our winners last week for that, so
I went with Tyler again. He's the guy. He's going to win this championship, and hopefully he can pull it off. I think Wertman makes it into this playoff. I think Dudley falls off this week, and Wertman makes it in. As much as I'd love to see Dudley stay in here, I just think Wertman is going to push a little bit this week and have a good run, and he deserves a good run. He's been running really, really well, especially on the long runs. So I think Wertman is my pick to bump Dudley out and make it in.
And last week we had Brian Fine on the show. He picked Pat Green. Tyler Lemon, you picked. I picked. Who'd I pick? Bollinger picked me, and I picked Kevin Winker. So
all good picks.
Definitely
we'll find out Saturday on who wins. So if you're interested on what's going to happen in this chase for the O'Reilly series, check it out Saturday night on Signature Esports.
Yep, and we're going to roll right into the Cup Series. They're at Texas on Friday. Texas, like we said, difficult. Turn 1 and 2, get loose off from 2 real easy if you exit it wrong. 1 and 2 or 3 and 4 is wide open for the most part until you come right up by that wall, and then it's a four-wheel slide. It's going to be an exciting race. Yeah,
it'll be a good race. It'll be another tire management race. I think it's going to be hectic on the restarts. Restarts are always hectic there. Getting those track positions on the restart is important. That's where I don't do well. I'm not aggressive on restarts, but it's going to get 3-4 wide on those initial restarts, and then it'll fan out to 2 wide, and then single car action, and then hopefully long green flag runs will come into factor, where I think that my pick was Brandon Banks, and where he's going to pull off his first win of this season this week at Texas.
I think he's got a good chance at it. He's going to be fast. It's going to be a shifting track, and I think I went with Tyler Dalton. I don't remember who I went with. That's a bad thing.
Either.
I went with you. Me and
with
Bollinger went with you.
That's right. They picked me and put all the pressure on me.
So you better pull this off.
I think Brandon is, other than Nate, Nate is always good at saving, but I feel like some of those really long runs, Brandon is the best tire saving guy in this league, and if it goes super green and strategy works, I think Brandon Banks gets a win here. Tyler's going to be really good. Nate's going to be good as well. You can't count on any of those guys. Striker, again, I don't never say Striker, but he's always there. Hopefully he's got a brand new wheel now, so he's, he can't blame it on the equipment. He's got brand new equipment. He's ready to go. Striker could pull off a win. There's lots of guys that can win in this league. If Caffrey shows up, he's a contention. And Cam Devereaux has been running super, super good lately. I think he finished second last race as well. I think Cam is a dark horse to pull off a win at a track like this or sometime soon.
Who's your surprise guy to run top 10 at Texas?
Surprise guy to run top 10 at Texas. I don't know if it's going to be a surprise or not, but I don't know. I don't know if John's racing this week, but if John Hammond shows up and is in, complete mind sense, I think John, it doesn't have bad luck. I think John is going to be my get into that top 10 spot.
I'm going to say our good friend Jerry Culver is going to hop up there in the top 10. I'm not going to.
It wouldn't be a surprise. That's not a surprise though for me. I think that Jerry's been that guy that just sneaks into that top 10 every week now with that hard charger. Who I'd like to see and talk about is maybe a Fred Chase or Clint Hackett. Would be kind of fun to see those guys have a good run and get up there in that top 10. There's lots of guys that would be good, but yeah, it could be anybody. Could be a Brad Dove. You never know.
Never know. Maybe. I've been practicing. We'll see. I've been taking the Cup Series a little bit more seriously. Just putting in more effort all around on the sim and trying to give it as much as I can, even though it's not giving back to me what I need, but it's giving me a mentally clear mind to be able to go to work every day.
Yeah. Who I think is a surprise finish this week, not a surprise finish, but I think it's somebody that could be in the top 10 or top 5, maybe even a top 5. And I've been impressed with him every week. He's one of the DBR guys, but Craig Parks, a new guy, he's been running super consistent, staying out of trouble. And just like I said, he's associated with the DBR guys. So, you're going to get fast if you're hanging around with Eric Schaefer and Brandon Banks and those guys. Everybody's improved. Michael Newbrow's improved with all those guys. So I think that, Craig Parks could be that surprise top 10, even up there to maybe a top 5.
That's not a bad pick. He's really strong. He's improving every week. He's got speed. He showed it at Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to seeing where he continues to grow, working with DBR guys, and go from there.
Exactly. And then there's all the new Sim 500 guys that have come into the league. You can't count any of them out now. There's just so much competition for the top 10 right now in this league. There's any of the guys. There's Dalton. I can't even remember some of the guys' name, but all the new guys from Sim 500 that they came over. Gatina. Those guys are always right there. Even Logan Kogar, if he listens to this podcast over the last few weeks, I said I wasn't going to mention him tonight, but I'm going to do a positive thing. But he's been listening. The dude's got the speed, and if he has a clean run, that's a guy that's in the top 10, top 5 just on speed alone.
Whiskey go.
Dog wants to be on the podcast really badly.
We're going to pull up a couple of guys that we really don't talk about much in all the series. Let's go to there's guys like Jonathan Parsons.
Mm-hmm. He's been running better. I've been impressed with Siegfried lately. He's been running a lot faster. I don't know if it's the O'Reilly's that has been getting him more lap time, but he's been super, super fast as well lately. Gatina's been really good. like really up there every week.
David Durant.
David Durant has been really fast. David Emmett's been fast. Rayburn has been a guy who's been running a lot better this season as well. He's dropped a couple points this week. Chad Coleman has impressed me since coming over. Good speed, really clean driver. Doesn't seem to cause any issues, but good speed, good strategy guy. Another good guy for this Cup Series.
I look forward to seeing if Levi Allen can knock off that bad monkey off his shoulder, because he's had nothing but bad luck in every series he's run. He's got that monkey on his shoulder like no tomorrow, and he needs to knock it the heck out.
Yeah, Levi's has got good speed. He's a great racer. I've known him for years. Just tends to run a little bit too hard sometimes, gets himself in a spot where he shouldn't be, has bad luck, like you said. He's been having bad luck in his real race car lately too. He's been doing some street stock racing the last year, started up, so he's been having some bad luck with that, just mechanical stuff, but he'll get that figured out. But yeah, Levi's a good guy, races really, really well. He doesn't cause the issue, but he sometimes pushes himself into a spot that he gets himself caught in something because he probably shouldn't have pushed the issue at the time. But yeah, Levi's a guy that's going to have speed, and he's going to be a contention for a top 5, top 10 here soon, just with pure talent alone.
You got Joseph Grajava returning to the series after a while break. He's running pretty decent over in the Cup Series. You also got Jeff Laraway. He's been impressive, having decent runs. He's improved his racecraft. I think he's got potential. He keeps doing what he needs to do, and
yeah, I agree. Laraway's track awareness has definitely got a lot better. I mean, their program there is still quite a bit behind on speed when it comes to some of the rest of the class, but his racecraft, his track awareness, and knowing where he needs to be and not pushing the issue, and especially when the leaders come around, he's been a lot better at that. They need to find some more speed in that program, but Jeff's a good guy, and he'll get that, and more practice it'll come.
Chad Coleman also, he's running pretty decent.
Yeah, he's fast.
And Joshua Siegfried, he's running pretty good in the 2 series that he runs.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not surprises, but good shout outs to them guys, doing good in the Cup Series. Joshua's actually sitting 13th in points. We're 8 races in, and you got Chad Coleman sitting in 14th. So
right, and the DBR guys, they have 3 guys in the top 10 right now. No, the Craig Parks is 1 spot out. So Brandon Banks, 11. Eric Schaefer, and Craig Parks all in the top 11. So DBR's our strongest team right now in the series, and that look for that to continue.
Yeah, I definitely they're strong. I look forward to seeing Banks climb the couple more spots over there. I don't think he's going to sit there in 4th throughout the whole season. I
don't expect that Jason Day guy to stay up there at that top 2 spot either. I think he'll start falling back. He started off the season pretty good, but I think his luck is I don't know if his luck is going to change, but these guys are coming on strong.
Based on looking at the points right now, who do you think has, we got a lot of racing left. Who do you think in the top 25 has a chance to jump inside that top 16?
Well, I think Logan for sure definitely does. Yourself, you need some better luck to happen for you, and some cleaner runs. Maybe some races for you that you think you're fast, but maybe don't push the issue and let it play out a little bit more for you, so you don't get yourself in trouble. I think you have a shot of making in there. Tony Sanders, a guy we didn't talk about, he's always good. He always seems to be right there, but has bad luck as well. I think those guys, Pat Green is the guy, a surprise guy for me right now in 22nd, that I think he is a top 15, top 10 guy in this league. So I think Pat Green is the guy, I think by the time we make the playoffs, he's going to be the guy that's up there in that top 16.
Yeah, them top 17 spots are pretty cramped. There's guys that are tied for spots 11th, you got 2 guys tied, Craig Parks, Ryan Rayburn. You got 15th, Joey Gattina and Grajava, and then 17th, you got 3 guys tied, Logan Krogar, myself, and Jeffrey Laraway. So it's pretty tight right around that cutoff line, and it's going to be exciting to watch going all the way into the playoffs.
It's very, very tight. I think Pat Green is, out of all those drivers in that 16 to 22, Pat's had some bad luck, but I think consistency-wise, Pat Green is the most consistent out of all those. So I think Pat Green is the guy who bumps up that you'll see come up into that top 16.
I definitely couldn't agree more. He's fast. I think the Xfinity cars helped him. The running the ARCA cars helped him.
Mm-hmm.
He's picked up a lot of speed this year, and I think he's focused, and I think he has a very good shot at making the top 16.
Yeah, he was fast last season in the Cup car. It just had some bad luck to start the season. So that's
Let's
that.
go.
Let's go ahead, Brad.
Go
Sorry.
ahead.
No,
Let's
go
go
ahead.
ahead and talk about a couple of charity events we got coming up. On August 15th, there will be a charity event for my son. We are running Tail Dega. The entry fee is going to be $10. All the money's going toward his medical bills. And we're going to be racing Tail Dega trucks. It's going to be a fun race for a good cause. You know, if you guys can make it out, it's appreciated. If you can't make it out and you still want to put in, there will be links put up probably a week beforehand, and a week after, so you guys can do your thing and help out. Medical bills are horrible in the United States right now. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, it's for a good cause, and if you can get out to support Brad and his son Chase, it would be greatly appreciated. If you're interested or know anybody that's interested outside of the Chop Shop League, invite them in. Show them this. Let them know when it is, and everybody get on board. Like I said, we'll have some more links up soon, some stuff for everybody to share. Let's help Chase out and help with Brad with these medical bills.
Appreciate that. We also got another one. We're going to actually bring Bollinger up for this one because it's his charity race. We're going to turn his camera back.
Hey,
He's
Bollinger.
got his helmet
I have
on.
got the helmet on. All right, tell us about your event, Bollinger.
So the one I'm putting on, it's called the Battle for Reese, a race for life. 250 at 250 at Texas. We'll be going 167 laps, 2 stages, 2 stage crossings, I should say. The first stage, second stage, third stage. 1 fast repair. We'll have 4 sets of tires, 3 behind the wall than what you start on. 2 GWC attempts. It is a $30 entry fee, which we lowered from $50. We will be giving out $5 in iRacing credits for the pole award, the stage winner. The race winner would be getting some payout as well, including a hard charger payout as well.
Nice. And when is that?
This one will be September 18th. We'll be taking the green flag about 8:35 Eastern with the session open at 7:30 Eastern. So for those of you guys out in the Chop Shop League, session opens at Chop Shop normal time.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Bollinger.
And all benefits help go to Reese as well.
Very good. That's great. We're going to
That's
leave you in here,
awesome.
Bollinger, but you can take
Yes,
that
we
down.
are.
We're going to talk about let's talk about some real NASCAR this weekend. First off, I super impressed with the work they did with the Navy, how all the hype for this road course. It was hyped up so much that I thought, oh, I'm going to be disappointed with this. It's not going to be, the track's going to be not be very good, all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. It did not disappoint. I thought the track was fantastic in iRacing. I thought the racing all weekend was good. I thought the broadcasts were great. I thought the coverage with the Navy was amazing. I'm Canadian, and I still felt patriotic towards towards that U.S. Navy. You know, it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome to see. Trucks race was fantastic. O'Reilly's race was really good, even though there was huge amounts of stoppages in it, and the Cup race did not disappoint. So what did you guys think?
So I really enjoyed the whole weekend as a whole. Truck race with Riggs winning, and then
Oh, sorry, that was Lane Van Riggsberg. That's who that
Lane
was.
Van
Van
Riggsberg.
Yes.
I would give him a heck of a shout out. You know, he had a challenging spot. He was running second coming into the final bus stop there, or chicane, and the kid that was leading at the time, I think his last name's Rife.
Road course specialist.
He just not been in that spot too many times and screwed up. It's going to happen to the best of them. Overall, the race weekend was great. Huge shout out to Corey Heim on his big win, and Austin Hill getting the first win since Kyle Busch's passing for RCR. But my biggest negative about the whole weekend is the red flags. we were red flagged too many times in the Cup race for the wall.
O'Reilly's was worse. It was red flagged for hours with that one with the
with the pothole, yeah.
with the Sam Mayer accident.
Oh yes, it was.
Sam Mayer accident turn one. Like, I mean, that wall was destroyed. They had to replace the no posts and everything to fix that one. Red flag or not, they can't race around there. It has to be fixed properly. There's nothing they can do. I agree with you, Brad. Like, it sucks, but in order for driver safety, the way the temporary wall system works, there's no other way to avoid it. They have to do that. I think it was better to red flag it and let the crews work on it than it was to make them run around and we lose all the laps of racing. I'm glad it was red flag.
100% agree.
I would rather that. Luckily, we had good broadcasting all weekend. They were able to keep you kind of in it, watch stuff. You could go get something to eat, do whatever. I wasn't disappointed with that because on those type of temporary fences, there's not much you can do about that situation. I thought NASCAR did a good job along with the military getting that fixed. Corey Day, manhole came up through and went through his radiator. That's something I've never seen really happen before. Good on NASCAR for letting him get that fixed and get all his laps back early in the race for that. So I was impressed with that as well. Yeah, Lane Riggs, great win for him. Pulled that off. I think him and Caden Honeycutter are going to battle it out for this championship, but I think Lane Riggs wins this championship this year in the trucks. Austin Hill, good win on Saturday. Was really impressed with a couple guys in the O'Reilly's race. Parker Retzlaff, super impressive on a super low budget team. Another iRacer I used to race with Parker a long time ago in a couple short super late model leagues. Was never a huge fan of him in iRacing, but I'm impressed with his driving in the O'Reilly series the last couple of years. He's improved, especially on a low budget team. Brent Cruz was fantastic all day long. This kid is a real deal. He is going to win some races. He's going to move to the Cup Series eventually. I think he'll be in a JGR car soon enough, but Brent Cruz is unbelievably good driver. Had some bad luck. He dominated a lot of that race. So good on him. Impressed with a lot of guys in the O'Reilly Series race. And yeah, Corey Heim pulls off a win in the Cup Series after, the fan favorites, Shane Van Gisbergen and Connor Zilic, get taken out by Saturday's winner, Austin Hill. And Austin Hill admitted it was his fault. He drove into the corner too hard, locked it up, ran into Zilic. They both hit the wall, slowed up, and then Ginsberg had nowhere to go, and the rest of the field all piled in. So all in all, a good weekend. I think it was, from a fan standpoint, I was disappointed because I wanted Shane to win. But as a racing fan, I felt like when him and Zilic got taken out, it completely changed the dynamic of the race, and man, did it ramp up. It felt like anybody could win that race. Bubba Wallace could have, Tyler Reddick. Carson Hocevar looked really good. Austin Hill looked good for a long time. So impressive race all in all. So I felt really good about it. Bollinger, how did you feel about the races?
I didn't really get the chance to watch the Friday or the Saturday race because I wasn't home for those. But the Sunday race, the coverage I felt like was really excellent. Really set the scene by showing like the sights of like the USS Midway, which is a really cool place to be. A retired aircraft carrier, which actually some of the people that work there are at the USS Midway are people that actually served on the Midway, and they tell you stories about all that stuff.
It's really
and
cool.
Of course, showing Petco Park, and of course the Coronado Bridge, which is which I've actually been on that bridge too when I was there down in San Diego down in 2021. Yeah, I felt like the race had really good coverage. Everything played out. They were able to set the scene really well, especially setting the scene of letting them use the aircraft carrier for everything. That's what really set the scene for me. All in all, I felt like the coverage was pretty good. And for what I did catch at the O'Reilly race, if you guys didn't know, the fan that climbed the fence a few minutes later, NCIS caught him.
Yes, it did. I meant to mention that part too. That was pretty funny.
It was
Sheldon Creed was on the radio. He's like, I think he was hammered. I think he was drunk. He couldn't understand a word he was saying. So that was, you know what? The fan's going to get arrested. Yes, it's illegal move. It's dangerous. Do whatever. But at the same time, as a guy watching a TV, I thought it was pretty awesome. The fist pump to Sheldon Creed, all that stuff. Sheldon Creed asked him, "How's my car look?" I thought that was really cool. And you know what? Sheldon Creed had a good run all day too. I was impressed with him as well.
It gives you throwback moments to Matt Kendall at Watkins Glen with that guy. doesn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
But the guy at Walker's Glen had an easier job of than climbing the whole fence. Not once,
Right.
but twice that guy had to climb a fence.
Exactly.
And the other funny thing I want to put out there is Parker Resliff is actually a part of Chop Shop.
Yes, he is. He used to be racing the Chop Shop League. I'm impressed with the way he's racing right now. He looks for a team that has like tiny amounts of money compared to some of those other teams. That team is impressive. Anthony Alfredo, was it Alfredo? No, was it Alfredo? Yeah, was with him. Had a great run and got destroyed in a really dumb accident. Unfortunately, and, ruined his day as well. And I thought he had a really good run going as well. One thing I did want to talk about, and this relates to our own league here at Chop Shop, we talk about respect and how to race and do stuff. And I always have my rant about, because I'm the old guy in the league and I like everybody to respect everything and give you room and race clean. Tyler Reddick and Corey Heim got into each other late in the race, battling for the lead. Tyler tried to pull a little inside the move on Corey Heim. He hits the inside wall, bounces off the wall, gets into Heim, pushes Heim up the track. Normally, everybody just keeps on going, deal with it is. Reddick, veteran driver, teammate, whether what it was or whatever, Reddick knew he messed up. He literally slammed on the brakes and stopped, let Corey Heim recover, get the lead back, and Reddick followed him on. I thought that was 100% respectful. I thought that was the right thing to do. I don't expect everybody to do it all the time, but I just thought that showed a lot of class. It showed a lot of respect to Corey Heim. It showed that Tyler admitted he made a mistake. Unfortunately for Tyler, that contact actually caused them to cut the tire, and a couple laps later, it went down and he blew a tire and it ruined his race anyway. But if that didn't happen, the tire didn't go down, I think Tyler was sitting in a spot he could finish second to Corey Heim. So I thought it was just a good veteran move, a respectful move, and something I'd like to see happen in this league a lot more. If you mess up and you run into somebody, don't just keep going and start running into everybody else. Let's give a spot back or say sorry or stuff like that. Or I don't know, if the faster guys are coming up behind you, let them by and you'll get it back later.
The Canadian accent came out on that.
The sorry came in there.
I had to throw that out there. I love it. But yeah, that's a week in Chop Shop. Anything?
And sorry, let's talk about a couple other things NASCAR wise. Corey Heim just signs with 2311 for next year, which was really exciting. So good on him. He gets a win right away after he gets a contract to start racing with him next year. Josh Berry's out at the Wood Brothers. He's out.
Jesse Love in.
Jesse Love is in. What else is happening?
That's it right now.
That's it.
The number 8 being reserved until Braxton Bush is able to race.
Yeah. And we're still unsure who's going to be in 33 next year. No confirmation there. So
I think now with the Jesse Love move, leaving RCR and going to go to Wood Brothers, I think Austin Hill stays in the 33.
So about that, there's a lot of talk. So back when Joe Gibbs was looking for a driver, Noah Gragson was a big push from the owner of Bass Pro. Bass Pro sponsors RCR. Will there be a big push to get Noah Gragson in there?
There could.
Maybe.
But I feel like Austin Hill might go up to the Cup Series now, the 33, and this might be a bold move. Cletus McFarland full-time in the O'Reilly Series next year, maybe.
Definitely not happening.
Definitely not.
But what do you see Josh Berry going and doing next year? I
don't see Josh Berry getting a cup ride. Unfortunately, I don't see it happening. I think Josh Berry either finds his way back down to O'Reilly's or he takes a year and goes back to running late models again. But I don't know if he stays in the Cup Series. But definitely think I see him in the O'Reilly Series.
How about the news that Jimmy Johnson put out on the broadcast?
That he's going to run trucks?
More trucks.
That's exciting. It's really exciting. He's got some things up his sleeve coming up, and I think he's got the itch to get back in and run something he's familiar with, and it would be nice to see.
Yeah, he did pretty good there in the Truck Series for not being in the trucks, and he even said the bigger sidewall on the tires is a benefit to him. It brings back the old-time days when he was dominant. So hopefully we get to see him in Victory Lane one more time or two more times throughout the times that he's able to race. It'd be
absolutely
awesome.
It would be good to see him back. And I really like, because in my opinion, I know the Truck Series now is a feeder series, but it was never designed to be that way. It was designed to be kind of its own thing, and a lot of veteran guys would go back and run that later on in their career, or other guys would just be career. I would like to see more guys finish their cup career and then move down to the truck series and get 5, 6, 7 more years in the truck series, running for truck series when they know they're not competing with the young guys in the cup series. I'd like to see that happen.
How'd you enjoy seeing Parker Klingerman back on track with Boyer still?
I love Parker Kligerman. I'm a huge fan. Parker's probably the best driver to not be in a race car right now. I mean, the broadcast booth, but the dude can drive. He really can. I love seeing him. Anytime he has a chance to drive, he's always in contention. He races well everywhere he goes. Love him as a broadcaster. His personality is fantastic, and yeah, he's a fantastic race car driver.
I was really excited seeing Jamie Mack back in the truck. You know, that
He
was
had bad
kind of
luck,
nice, but
unfortunately.
bad luck. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was good
good
to
to
see him
see.
back as well too. Yeah.
Very
I'd
true.
like to see Carl Edwards back in a race car once or twice. I'd like to see that. Whether it's even a truck series, just a truck series race would be great for me.
It would be awesome. Dodge is struggling. I think it's
They're going to struggle this year anyway. They've got so many bugs to work out and the things, and they've got drivers that don't have the experience. I think that, you know, it's going to be a learning curve for them for a year or two to kind of go that way.
I definitely agree.
Now, to go back on what you were saying, Jason, on the set with the broadcasting, another thing that really set the scene, how we're talking about the birthplace of naval aviation. I don't know if it was look like actors, but they had how it was Iceman and
That was the
Maverick
best
there, too.
in the O'Reilly's race. They had the two impersonators there. That was pretty awesome. I love that. That was fun.
That was pretty cool. Now, what I'm really sad about after this whole weekend is we don't got Prime anymore. They're the best.
Super. I agree with you 100%. I was just talking to Jerry about this last night. I'm impressed with Prime. I like the way they broadcast. I like that they give you a good fan experience. They show it from all different angles. I love all the guys they have on their crew. They bring in some drivers to do some stuff. I really like the way it's done. Luckily, with TNT, we're still going to get Dale Jr. I think Steve Letart's still there. Some of those guys. So I think we're still going to have a good core. I don't think we're going to be super disappointed with TNT, but I'm definitely impressed with Prime. I'd love to see more stuff on there.
Last year, TNT, I
Bollinger.
felt like it was actually a pretty good. They put on a pretty decent show last year.
I agree.
Still feel like Fox, but I still feel like Prime has way better coverage because especially like 30 minutes before they come on, they actually show live shots from the track of like the fans and all that.
And Prime has that advantage because they're a streaming service, not over a regular station where they're not limited to their time. They can do whatever they want. They can make it be as long as they want. So because they're a streaming service, they make their own schedule. That makes it easier for Prime to do it. TNT's been around the NASCAR business forever. TNT's been doing broadcasts before you were even born, Bollinger. Back in the old days, like TNT was one of the homes of NASCAR years ago. I remember watching most of my races on ESPN or TNT at one time. So Speed, TNT was even there before Speed. TNT used to do broadcasts, so it's good to see them back, and I'm glad Dale Jr. is part of that. Anything that Dale Jr.'s got a part of, you know, you're going to get an authentic NASCAR feel. You know, if people might not have said he didn't live up to his name as a driver, but he's lived up to his name as a person who speaks out for the sport when broadcasting, giving you authentic NASCAR. I mean, he had 26 wins. He was still a good race car driver, but what he brings to the sport as a person, a broadcaster, a podcaster, an ambassador for NASCAR, Dale Jr. does it all.
Very, very well said. And he does a heck of a job. Shout out to Prime. We hope that you get more races one of these days because it'd be awesome. I wish you get the whole season, but I know that's not possible.
I agree. And speaking of shout out to Jason at Signature Esports for doing all the broadcasting. I know Bollinger does some too, but Signature's done majority of the broadcasting for Chop for a long time. Rumor has it Jason is retiring from broadcasting here coming up at the end of the year. We don't want to see him go, but at the same time, it's been a long run for him, and we appreciate everything he's done. We'd love to still see him on board here at Chop Shop, and we're going to ride this out to the end with him and enjoy it and see what the future goes. But a huge shout out to Signature. The broadcasts are always great. Jason does a great job.
Jason does a hell of a job. Big shout out to him. And you got to understand where he's come from. He said he's burned out from it, and he's been doing it for a long time. So a big shout out to him, and we appreciate everything you do and continue to do.
Exactly. But we're excited. The new Chop Shop Media is up and rolling, and we've got broadcasters in-house eventually, and that's an exciting endeavor for Chop Shop, and super, super excited to see where that can go, who we can get on as broadcasting, whether it's, maybe Brad, you and I get a chance to go on there sometime as a driver's weekend like NASCAR does it, or something like that. It'd be a lot of fun to get in the booth. I'm looking forward to some of their broadcasting coming up with this 87 series with a little old school feel to it. So yeah, it's going to be good, and really, really happy with all the things Chop Shop's doing every day to improve this league and make it one of the best out there.
Let's go ahead and give a shout out to some of our sponsors: Dove Farm LLC, Frago Paint, C2 Gaming, My Three Sons, Tracker Racing, Baller Status, Speedy Trophies, Admin Box, Stay Tuned Sports, Premier Racing Setups, MC Graphic, Hoosier, the Dove Bomb Show. Your show is
Inside the Rig,
LTX, and MC Graphics. Let's go to final thoughts.
Oh, I pretty much said everything I'm on my mind. I think I talked the whole time, so I apologize again because I do this every week. But I always have lots of thoughts. Final thoughts is love doing the show with you guys. It's been a good run so far. Looking forward to more. We were a little rough at the start tonight. Brad had the yips on the old button there. We got everybody locked out, but it's okay. Yeah. Looking forward to it. Inside the Rig should be coming up soon. Going to find a couple new guests. If anybody wants to be on Inside the Rig, please message the page. Message me, message Brad. He can get a hold of me.
Or me.
Or Bollinger. Looking for guys to do Inside the Rig. If you want to be on Driver Insights with Brad Dove, we can do the Dove Bomb podcast as well with him. Yeah. Final thoughts is great job, guys. Really, really love doing this and looking forward to a full week of racing with the Chop Shop series.
Go ahead, Bollinger.
Thank you guys for bringing me on to make the work easier on you guys. I enjoyed doing this with you guys. It gives me something to do on my Mondays. Instead of just coming home, playing games all night, this actually gives me some stuff to actually do instead of just playing games. And I enjoy this too. I was going to say, I'm all ears to what you guys are saying about drivers only, because I've done it before, and I gotta say it's actually pretty fun getting the load off from yourself for the night.
So my final thoughts are: sorry about the dogs today.
Oh, it's okay.
They were a pain in the butt. They didn't want to behave, but they're behaving now, so we appreciate them. I appreciate both you for helping out with this and making it successful. Without you, the wheels don't turn, especially you, Jason. You being my rock to lean on and get through some of these days. And, I look forward to every Monday coming on here and doing this with you. I want to give a shout out to all the Chop Shop guys that are watching, everybody else that's continuing to watch. They're backing us 100%. And yeah, it's an exciting ride. And, we're getting somewhere. We might have rocky days, but we're going to get through them. And yeah, that's my final thoughts.
That's a wrap. Appreciate it.
We'll catch you on the next one, guys, next Monday.
See you later.
Monday at the Chop Shop, hood up, eyes low, 2 cars in the bay, and the whole block knows. Rumors in the morning, they spread like fire. Who got the faster line? Who got the tighter tire? I seen you on the screen, clean hands, hard stare. Virtual track, but the pressure's still there. I racing nights, you ghosting through the bend. One bad break move and the whole thing in. Come on, keep it in line. Side to side, no room, no time. Hear that crowd talk, hear that hate. One small slip and you make it wreck. Chop Shop Weekly, we come back mean. Side to side, we live that speed. Chop Shop Weekly, bad blood loud. One more lap and the roof comes down. Chop Shop Weekly, we gon' blink, don't freeze. Chop Weekly, run with the bees. Friday night, same names, new grudge, old talk, new scars, same cold judge. You wanna race clean, but the story gets bent. One click too close, now the whole thing went. Wheel to wheel and the mirrors all blur. He cut your lane like he wanted the bird. Engine screaming, head full of rage. Everybody got a clip for the feed, next page. I saw the wreck in the replay spin, metal and pride and a twisted grin. And the worst part, they still ask for more, said run it back when they hit the floor. Come on, keep it in line, side to side, no room, no time. Hear that crowd talk, hear that hate. One small slip and you make it wreck. Chop Shop Weekly, we come back mean. Side to side, we live that speed. Chop Shop Weekly, bad blood loud. One more lap and the roof comes down. Chop, we come blink, don't freeze. Chop Tense air, hands like steel. Everything fake till the tires feel real. Virtual smoke and a real life spite. Same old hunger every Friday night. They said slow down, I said watch me pass. Tail to nose and I'm built to last.